What is up, YouTube? Spirit Wave here again with another UA video. Today I got Green Suzaku on the left versus me on the right with a new deck that you guys haven't seen me play yet. Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho. And let's see how things went for me today. So my opponent plays out Cornelia, card you all may love, and I play out Yusuke, play out Pooh, search top 4 for Yusuke or Koenma, and I grab Koenma, and let's see what I discard. I discard another Koenma, and I pass. So opponent plays out Anya. Let's see what else he decides to play out. He plays out Cecile and passes. Play out Yusuke, attach arrested to the other Urameshi. Then we play out Koenma, attach arrested to him and pass. All right, so opponent decides to move 2 up, plays Nonally, draw 1, trash 1. So our opponent thinking hard. Usually in green you don't really see them. What's the word I'm looking for? You really don't see them going aggro like this, but he was still able to go aggro and establish his energy. And we might have to do the same here. So let's see what happens. Play out Koenma, attach rested. And then we're gonna raid into Yusuke, draw 2, trash 1. And we trash Koenma again. Yeah, we could keep those for our color triggers, but we decide not to. We swing 4K, detach, give him impact. Swing 3K. Yep, special, and then swing 15. He blocks. So we're at 6 energy. Our opponent's at 8 energy. And let's see what happens here. And we're just trying to play bodies in the front line. So, preparing for those 8 drops and those 6 drops. He's probably going to 8 drop us here. So why not? The 8 drops us. And then he plays out Suzaku. He swings. We block. Get a draw trigger. We get a Yusuke. And then we draw for turn. So let's see what we can do here. We move Koenma up because, like I said, we're just trying to get bodies in the front line for these to block these double damages, just like last turn. Because usually Lancelot's not going to allow you to go wide. So we play out Pooh, search top 4 for Koenma or Yusuke. We get Yusuke double energy, but we have to discard a card. We discard Kurama and play out Yusuke for the last action. We swing 3K. So still able to get some damage in and really able to get 3 bodies back on the front line. So able to get some traction there. And, we're prepared with our front line to have some chump blockers, and that's like the main game plan against Lancelot is you want to have some chump blockers in the front because, a lot of their units do have double damage and some of them even have double damage when they're not rated. So just something to always think about when you're facing Lancelot. And against any green deck, you usually want to just kind of rush them down if you can. Because usually their late game is stronger than most decks. That's kind of like what they're aiming for. But yeah, that's usually the game plan. He's playing unit maintenance. He's searching top 5 for anything, I think, in his deck. And if it's a mech, he gets to restand the AP, but he chooses to grab the Suzaku. And let's see what he decides to do here. Probably going to raid into 8 or a 6 drop. But he restands. He plays live. And he's probably gonna special, yep, and then 6-drop. Yep, block, and yep, block with Koema. So no damage done to us. So we're gonna tap one, gonna play Hiei, play Yusuke, and Spirit Gun. Like I said, just establishing bodies, keeping our energy and swing. We're putting in work with a 3K Koema right now. He gets another special out of life. And he's gonna kill our Hiei. Let's see what he's got now. Sitting at 5 energy. We know he has that Suzaku that lets him draw a card when played. And let's see what happens. Plays Suzaku, probably searching for an 8-drop. Then plays Anya. Draw trash, trashes Anya. And he passes. So we're going to tap to draw. And that was a very lackluster turn for him that turn. So we're going to try and make him pay for that. You know. So we play Pooh. We grab Yusuke. Discard Yusuke. And probably just going to raid on the Yusuke. And we're going to snipe Impact. And on Impact, we're going to use Koema. When attacking, we're going to use Koema's effect to detach to Resty Anya. So swing. We swing. He gets a color trigger. And we're thinking to ourselves, man, these green color trigger usually isn't that strong, but that's what it's for. It's like turns like that. It's for survivability. I'm not good with keeping things low in my hand for the green color trigger, but other players are for sure. And at this point, I was not upset, but you don't want the game to kind of go on against Lancelot. You want the games to end. So he's moving up. I'm probably gonna 8 or 6 drop us here if he can, and try to get as much aggro in as he can. Plays live, goes back to 2, and then yeah, he kind of shorthanded there, but see what he did. Yep, so swing double, we block, and 1 goes through. This is what we're talking about. We get an add to hand Yusuke. We draw for turn. And, we're feeling confident because we have an Impact, but that could be a final in life. And you always want to play the games out. Regardless if you're in a commanding spot, you want to, you want to play the game out. But I just swing Impact. And that's our 3rd special. Pretty sure. So we just swing Impact. And it's a GG to our opponent. And yeah, that was round 1 versus Lancelot. Playing Yusuke, I'm playing a version that I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to make the deck great for you guys. Trying to make all the Yu Yu Hakusho decks great for you guys. And if you guys have any recommendations on things, please let me know. Or any decks you'd like to see, please let me know and we'll try and make it work. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next Union Arena video. Peace.